Alright, welcome back to the Misfit of Demon Academy anime review, episode number 6. We're reviewing episodes 11 and 12. We're getting almost very close to finishing up season 1 for the show. I should point out, 12 is basically like a lot of the culmination of a lot of the stuff that's been going on throughout the whole season. We can reveal who's behind everything. And like 13 is probably going to be like the reason behind it. So in the case of episode 11, where, by the way, this episode we finally figure out where Eleanor is. Yeah, it turns out she's actually in a shrine, which we'll get to that. So we begin round 2. We're going inside the barrier, and of course the fan club is outside the barrier. So Sasha, Misha, and of course Ados go inside the barrier. Of course, Misha builds a castle. She's in the castle for a bit, and she gets out. If you have Sasha battling one of the supposedly reincarnations of Conan, yeah. And of course, Adabao is the main one. And turns out we have a little girl who looks exactly like Eleanor, which there's a reason for that. And of course, the other two heroes pretty much and Lei takes on the smallest one of those three. And it turns out the girl is actually supposedly the 4th incarnation. And that's actually a lie. Yeah, she really is not. Nope. Who is really the reincarnation of Conan? That's not revealed until episode 12. Yes, because these guys are not it. Nope, not it. So after they beat him, of course, they have the hypnotic spell. Of course, Alice breaks it. And, of course, they'll do the chanting thing. Of course, but supposedly, this powerful 10 million people give him power like it's a spirit bomb. Doesn't work on Eidos. Yeah, and of course, Misha goes find the shrine where Eleanor is. So she gets there, and then Diego was there. Yes, Diego was there. It turns out he's one of the people responsible for this stuff. And he proceeds to stab Misha almost nearly to death. Oh, by the way, Sasha gets a lot of fun being like supposedly the Witch of Destruction, battling the second one, which I was easily beating him just by blinking. Yes, blinking. And of course, it seems like he's about to kill Misha, and then Ados comes in, kills him, resurrects him, and of course he disappears. And of course he goes to his true form and supposedly dies, but he comes back. Well, there's a reason for that. And in the case of Misha, she's actually healed, and of course they find Eleanor. So they reveal why the little girl looks like her. Apparently, she is her clone. Yes, we have cloning going on here. Yes, cloning in a mystical series. Those magical clones, mind you. And she reveals everything. Reveals the actual scene where Conan supposedly died. And according to Nemo that may be a lie, but that's according to the memory that she has that the guy. And apparently, the person responsible for this was somebody that Gorge, that was somebody that I always fought 2000 as part of the series. Turns out he's responsible for all of this. Well, basically, he laid the groundwork for it. And continued. And of course, Diego is revealed, oh yeah, he's actually a source clone. Yes, seriously, he's a source clone. So, and of course, Eleanor wants Ados to kill her. And then, of course, this is more stupid stuff here. And then, of course, the three of the 4 demon emperors show up along with the fake king of tyranny, Ados Davihe, takes Kanon's sword, and he goes like, "Wait, you can't hold that sword. You don't even." And of course, he holds no problem. Yeah, and Diego's absorbed, supposedly killed off here, and then they supposedly Diego's back somehow, and he releases, oh yeah, now it's time to launch our full-scale war against the demons because their demon king is back, despite the fact this is not the actual one. It's an imposter. So, they unleashed the Civilization Army, which a lot of them looks like many of the clones. And of course, Devi unleashes his army too, and of course, we have basically Ados, the two sisters, Lei, Misha, and the fangirls basically deal with the troops. And of course, Ados takes the 4 demon emperors, and of course they take on the people who were converted. And when they capture them, apparently the sources that corrupt them or just abandon them. So we have Ados versus Diahabane. Of course, he fights them for a bit, and before this, Lei takes one of the shells from Misha And like, oh, you maybe post him, post to her, possibly, but we'll find out later. And then that comes to play a little later, where Ios takes it off him, and it's revealed that Ios de Javier is actually Lei. Lei is also the reincarnation of Conan. And you're thinking, what? He's a reincarnation? Then what about these three guys? Nope. That was a lie. They're not his reincarnation. That was a big fat lie. They supposedly are, but not really. Yep. And looks like the final episode will explain a lot of the stuff. So it turns out, from what I can tell anyways, looks like the Lei is responsible for corrupting the Demon Emperors. He's probably also responsible for corrupting Demon Lord history. As for how, don't know yet. So we know who was responsible for it. We don't know the why yet. And of course the whole thing with Eleanor stuff, which is quite interesting. I really enjoyed these 2 episodes. And we're pretty much getting toward the end of Season 1. Next episode, we'll discuss the final episode of Season 1. And hopefully Lei reveals the reason for all of this stuff that's been going on since the start of the season. Yep. So yeah, that's it, particular view. Next up, I'm going to have to do one comic corner, and when I get back from my little trip to Wiregrass, I'll work on the final episode. I'll talk about the final episode of Season 1, and one more comic corner. And I did check once again to see if Martian Magic Muscles did release new episode dubbed, and nope, they didn't. Dub's still not out yet for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's a hiatus or something. I don't know what's going on with that. So basically, after my next comic corner with the anime for this series, it will be on to just Case Closed, and maybe if I get time, I'll work on Doctor Who, but who knows. Okay, next video. Bye.